Me back in the shop again. I'm going to do a little video on making a piece that I needed to do. My wife wanted me to do it actually. It's kind of like the honeydew list, I guess. The boss wants a piece repaired on the reel. We have this reel that's bolted to the side of the house, and it's got this swivel. I'll call it a coolant swivel, or whatever you want to call it, where it lets the water through and you can rotate and wind up the hose. And these parts, this thing, I don't know if you can see this, but it broke, and it's kind of corroded, and it broke off the piece. And this will make more sense when you see the picture I'm going to show you of this. But with all this aluminum, the piece that it mounts on is aluminum, and it has O-rings. And I was thinking, I have this round bar of black acetal or Delrin, and I was going to make kind of the swivel piece with this so that we're riding against plastic. But I can't really, I couldn't find a fitting that would thread in here. I was looking at Home Depot. Let me see if I've got this one here. And so I ended up with this fitting, and it's kind of like two female threads. Oddly enough, this hose thread, like on the end of water hoses, it's kind of a hard thread to get dimensions on. I looked all over the internet, and basically what it is it's a 3/4 inch straight pipe thread, but it's 11.5 pitch. So it's got the pitch of a 1 inch pipe thread, but it's got the diameter of a 3/4 inch pipe thread, which is kind of weird. And so I modeled out this thing in Fusion to make this so I could thread this on the plastic part, and it would seal with that washer, and then the hose, like normal, would go into this other end of it, because this was the way I felt like it would be the strongest. In order to put a metal fitting into the plastic, you might tap a female pipe thread, but I couldn't find a fitting like that had a swiveling hose, whatever you call this thing, coupling to make up to the hose. So that's what this video is going to be about, is making this little piece. And we're probably going to go over to the garage at my house, and if I could clean up the mess in there a little bit, we can machine the parts on the lathe and the mill over there. This will be my first fusion exercise, so I'd have to be able to get the posts, at least the generic posts, to work with the Haas's and upload the programs and see if I can round up the tooling that I need to do this. So that's mostly what this video is going to be about now. But also, I just want to mention a few other things. Is I was able to get this this alien computer here to work, and I was going to put a few photographs in there. I was going to take video of disassembling it and everything, but I was kind of a little nervous doing that, and I wanted to, you know, focus on just doing the job. But I did take a few still photos with my phone, which I posted some on Instagram about it, and I think I know what went wrong with the computer, and it wasn't really a difficult fix, but in taking it all apart, I wanted to clean out the cooling system and everything. I'll put some photos about that on here. And I also got this this new laptop, this what is this, Alienware M or 51M, I think is what this is called. And I'm really impressed with this computer. This is to do video editing on this computer in particular is a dream, and this thing is really much faster than my other computer, or even the older Alien computer, although that one's not too bad, and it's almost 10 years old, that computer. So anyway, I was able to get that to work, and that was good because I was wanting to move a spree over to the new computer, but I had to call the people up because I couldn't get it to load on the new computer. It said it wouldn't operate in Windows 10. And so I called the spree people up, and they verified that indeed my version wouldn't work in Windows 10, and I'd have to upgrade my maintenance agreement, which I hadn't been keeping up with. And so I said, well, okay, what would that be worth? You know, what would that cost? And so they threw out this number of $10,000. I thought, wow, you know, that's like half the software all over again. And I said, no, that's not going to work for me, because I have to maintain that Esprit because I have old programs and I have to work with them, but I didn't want to spend $10,000. And so they said, well, let us work on it a little bit. We'll get back to you if we can do anything with that price. And so they did. They emailed me back, and they discounted it down to $6,000. And still, that was a lot of money to spend on top of a $4,000 laptop here to do all that. So I'm like, oh, no, I'm not probably going to be interested. And I was really kind of concerned that I couldn't get this old laptop working, because the Spree version I have only run up to Windows 8 in operating systems, and after that you have to upgrade it. And so I was able to get that to work, and that was a big relief to do that. Now this the new laptop, I installed Fusion on it, and I was able to move some other software that I use to it. So I'm going to be concentrating, and also I moved Premiere over to this laptop here from my small I think it's an XP15 or XPS 15, and this works way better than that little laptop. I mean, it's like night and day difference. I can do everything in real time almost on this thing, except for maybe difficult renderings like warp stabilization or something, but still it runs like, takes only a couple minutes to do something that took 30 minutes on the other laptop. So that's a big improvement there. So I can actually do what I want video editing, and I don't have to spend like 4 hours just editing the video or something. So that's nice. What else happened? Oh, last week, AVE mentioned me on one of his videos, and that really helped me out in a way, because I got over 3,000 new subscribers in the last week just on that, I guess, him mentioning me, and they moved, you know, from AVE, well, they heard about it and they subscribed from AVE's channel. And so thank you, AVE, you really helped me out there. I was kind of getting a little discouraged on my channel lately because as people that have subscribed before knew, I had to mark some videos private because of an issue with one of the customers, which was kind of strange in a way because they, the engineers at that customer were watching my videos and they kind of liked it because it was helping them out. And I know this for a fact because I know people that work there and they've told me so. And nobody seemed to have too much of a problem. But then some guy came over here that we didn't know, and he went back to their legal department, and so they got kind of on. They didn't totally get on me personally, but on Centerline is their customer really, and so they came out and said, you know, you're going to have to do something with these videos, and actually they wanted me to take the whole channel down, and I refused to do that. I said I'm not going to do that, so I agreed to mark the videos private, certain videos, which had to do with their products. And so that's just the way it is, and it's too bad that the new subscribers won't be able to see that content. That's the only thing I really regret about that. Although in marking that many videos private, my minutes in view time was like 2,500,000 minutes per month, and now it's dropped down to about 600, 700,000 minutes. So it really hit my channel pretty hard, and I was getting a little discouraged with that. I said, you know, I got to build back up from almost scratch, almost, you know. And anyway, ABE mentioning me and the new subscribers coming over is really kind of, I don't know, gave me a little bit more of a, perked me up, I guess you might say, or something. I don't know what to say, but it's anyway. So thank you to all those new subscribers, and I hope I can make content that will be useful to you, or at least will entertain you, if nothing else. And so thanks ABE for that. I'm trying to think of what else here that's happening. I've been really busy for the last couple of weeks, and so I haven't had time to do too much with videos. But I think we're going to go over to the garage, my garage, where I have the two little CNC machines, and we're going to make this little Delrin piece for the hose reel. So that's what you're going to see next in the video. Okay, here's the model that I modeled up in Fusion to make this swivel thing. You can kind of see how it's going to be. Let me just run the simulation here on the lathe. Okay. So this is the OD turning tool, drill, boring tool. This is pretty much the way it's going to be on the machine. And parting. For some reason it shows a collision there, but it really doesn't do it that way. Okay, so that's the lathe part. And then the milling is going to look like this. Pretty simple milling job. I'm going to mill the thread to fit the hose fitting. So that's going to be like that, so the water can flow through and through the swivel part. So that's the model and the program. Like I said, this is the first program I've ever made in Fusion, and I fiddle with the post processors and stuff. And now we're going to look at the machining of this.